Chosen vessels, what's the deal? Shout out to the galactic family. I need every chosen vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it, y'all. All right. Narcissists want you to care about them so bad, but you just don't and never will worry about them like they want. They want you to be concerned about them. Somewhere along the line, somebody had told this person that they were the best, they were the greatest. They told them that everybody is going to like want to be like you, or they told them something that gassed their head up and gassed their mind up to the point to where now when they go out into the real world, they think that people are supposed to treat them like this. All right. There are people who pass down toxic traits. They pass down certain manipulation tactics for them to be the center of attention amongst their group of friends. They call it game in some places, but that's that's foul, like foul game. You know what I mean? There's good game where people will guide you and school you and raise you up right and tell you the proper things. So you can not even just raise you up, just tell you the proper things so you could move how a person's supposed to be successfully. But then you have the dark side of information where people will pass down certain manipulation tactics, certain things to have control over people, their group of friends, people that they know, and it's how they get through life, and it's how they get other people to do what they want for them. It's how they get control over other people. It's how they have power over other people, get people to do what they want. They use people like this. So when you don't allow yourself to be used by these types of people, because when you're um when you catch their attention, whether they see you're an empath or they just see you as an easy target, or they see you as somebody that they could control or manipulate, if they see right with their cognitive emotional ability, if they see that you're somebody that they feel that they could have power over, they're going to try you. But it's up to you to not let that happen. All right, no matter what type of display they put on or what type of act they try to put on, don't feed into it and don't give in to these people, because they want you to care about them more than you care about yourself. They want you to fear them, and they're nothing to be afraid of. But that's how they have power over people. They put fear in people, and then they just expect everybody else to uh, do what they tell them to do, or behave how they want them to behave, or act how they want them to act, or get them to do whatever they need done. People will try to use people like this. And when you don't allow it to happen, that's when you become an enemy. That's when they have a problem with you. That's when now you become their competition. Because at first they thought they were just going to be able to use you. Oh, okay. This is somebody that I could easily control. This is somebody that I could just get to do what I want. This person is nobody. I'll just tell this person, get this person to, be my friend, and then I'll slowly but surely manipulate them and gain control over them and have them doing what I need them to do. But when you don't allow that to happen, they see that you're smarter than they thought. They see that you're stronger than they thought, and it becomes more of a challenge for them. And they continue to try to break you down and get you to give in and get you to do what it is they want you to do, get you to be a friend with them, or get you to give in to this person's behavior and react and respond to them negatively. But you just don't care about them like that, because you know that this person has no power over you. And It's just it's not a real identity. It's a false version of a person. So you know it's nothing to be afraid of. You know that, wait a minute, this person is actually a scared, fragile person. I'm actually instilling fear in this person, and this person is putting on a front. So don't allow like, and that's the thing. They'll try to pressure you. So don't allow them to press you. Don't allow that pressure to infiltrate your spirit. Okay. You have nothing to be afraid of. All right. Don't let their fear enter you. All right. You are supposed to deal with courage. That's what the Bible says. That's what God says. You're supposed to just have courage overall, and be a fearless individual. All right. Especially when it comes to people. All right. You believe in God, and you have nothing to fear because you know that God has your back, and you know certain laws and certain truths. Okay. You know that God, with God, all things are possible. And if God be for you, nobody could be against you. All right. So nobody could be against you. These people can try to do whatever they want, but nothing is going to happen to you, and they're not going to be able to affect you. All right. So they'll try to get you to care about them. They'll try to get you to put your focus on them. They want you to worship the ground they walk on and kiss their behind and put all your attention on them like everybody else. These are the types of people that people do weird activity to get their attention. You ever been in a group setting and that one person comes in and everybody, oh, there's so and so, yo, so and so. Person not even paying attention to them. Person looking at their shoes, or checking their watch, or fixing their hair because they know somebody is giving them attention. And they're like, yo, yo. And the person finally looks over and they're like, they don't even say nothing. They'll just be like, yo, or they're just like something like that, just like something real small, because these people, these types of people don't give off too much attention. They want all the attention for themselves, and they don't give off too much energy. They just want you to just give, give, give. That's why they're called energy vampires, because they take more than they give. They require a whole lot of energy, and that they don't put back out. They want you to feel that they're this great, big, magnificent person, but they want to look at you as a peasant, as a fan, as a small person. All right, a small fry. All right. So don't allow that to happen. Don't allow the false version of this person to take over like everybody else. People will worship and accept the false version of a person. When you see somebody's acting fake and you see it's not a real spirit, you see that person is, you see that's a facade, just don't entertain that. Don't acknowledge that. All right. When if that person comes to you in that spirit, you don't have to entertain that. You don't have to do anything that they say. All right, you could you could just tell them to just go away. All right, just basically all you have to do is just tell them to leave. You know, you don't have to be rude, or you don't have to say anything disrespectful. You just be like, hey, leave, or leave me alone. That's pretty much all you have to say. Just speak up and set that boundary. All right, because they like to have certain amount of people that they feel they have power over, because they need constant supply. So when one person, say somebody breaks off, and that person realizes that that person's a total scumbag and they're not going to deal with them anymore, then they know they have all these other people that they could fall on. They have their support systems too. So, and you don't want to be a part of it. So when people are trying to uh, use you, and when you see people are trying to be like a be in a position of authority over you, and you're not giving them that power over you, then these people are going to take that as a threat, and they're going to see you as a problem. All right. So the more that they see you as a problem, that's when they're going to start trying to cause problems for you. All right. Because you're not worried about them like that. When you're not worried about these people, when you're not concerned about these people, they will try to force themselves on you to make them a concern. But you just keep not being concerned about them. And sooner or later, it won't matter to you, no matter what they try to do, because you have programmed your mind how to deal with these people. And that's what you have to do. All right. You have to allow yourself to not get angry by what they do and who they are. And you have to allow yourself to stay calm and peaceful, because the more you do that, the more you practice that, that's going to be your go-to around these people. So you want that instead of snapping into that rage that they're going to try to place you in, because they're going to try to place you in rage. They're going to try to place you in anger. They're going to try to make sure that you're the one who leaves the situation upset, because they're more upset than you and they're threatened by you. They're mad that you won't worship them. They're mad you won't give them the time of day. They're mad that everybody else is seeing their false self when you come around, because you don't worship that version of them. You don't pay any attention to that facade. You don't give in to the fakeness like everybody else does, because people just don't know any better. All right, you see through this person, and that's why they don't like you. That's why they're trying to get close to you, because they need you to see them how they want them. They need you to see them the way that they portray themselves, so that everybody else will continue to see them that way as well. Because if you look at them different, then everybody else will start to see them for who they truly are, and they can't have that. So that's why these people are trying to get close to you. That's why people are trying to, when you're at work and when you're in other social settings, that's why it seems like these people are glued to you. That every time you do something, they do it. Everywhere you are, they are. They're trying to attach themselves to you, and you know that, and you feel that. It's because they want people to view them in a positive light, and they know that if they could get by you, if they know they could get up under you, they know they could get around you, that then that will help change their perception of how people view them. But if this is somebody that you know is a narcissist, then you know that's not going to be beneficial for you to partner up with this type of person or have this person around you. But the thing is, you don't even care about these people, but they're trying to make you care about them. These are people that you don't even know. These are people that just have an idea about themselves and want to push it on to others. All right. So then when you don't accept that idea of them, here they want to come and have an attitude with you. Now they got beef with you, and now they view you as an enemy because you're not feeding in to their ego. Well, too bad and so sad, because if it's not real, then you won't deal with it. All right. If it's not authentic, then you're not going to accept it. All right. You don't accept anyone who comes to you like that, with that behavior, with that fake boss attitude, like you should worship them, or like you should think that they're better than you. And is you don't think that anybody's better than anybody. All right, you give everybody the same level of respect. All right, and when people want more respect than they're willing to give out, then that's not the type of person for you. That is a person that's trying to play you. They're trying to play like they're your friend. They're trying to play like somebody that you should get to know, or somebody that you should be around. And here's the weird part about it, right? All right, here's the weird part about it. These people want to get around you, and they'll try to act like your friend, and they want you to be around them so they could gain power over you, so they could look powerful to everybody else. They want to look powerful to everybody, so that if they could get power over you, if they could control you, they could get you to do what they want you to do. All right, gain power over you, gain control over you, then everybody else is going to view them with the same type of energy that they would have viewed you if you were by yourself doing your own thing, in control of what you were doing, instead of having somebody else control you and try to have power over you, like the narcissist will try to do. All right, that's why they call it supply. They have victims. All right, it's not always a reaction. Sometimes, all right, I know we think of energy, we think of supply. It's like, oh, okay, they want me to freak out. That's not the only supply. There's other forms of supply, and sometimes it's in the form of ownership, like people. All right, they not only want to own your mind and how you react to them, but they want to own your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay, this is some dark, twisted stuff here. This is some dark, twisted stuff. They want to own your body too, in the sense of like having power over you and control, like tell you what to do, have you up under them. All right, so people can see them direct you and people can see you carrying out what they tell you to do, carrying out their orders. So they want you to be underneath their chain of command so they could look like the general while you look like a soldier, while you look like a runner, and they look like the person that's in charge. And there's nothing wrong with that if it's a well organized group, if it's something that is like worth your time, if it's something where there's where you could be promoted, where you could grow, where you're not always going to be in the same position. And even if you are in the same position, it's got to be something that's going to value you, some type of value that's offered to your life, to what you're doing, all right, to your plan, to your goals. Got to benefit you some way, somehow, for you to dedicate and make that amount of sacrifice. All right, so don't just willingly give people your loyalty. People want your loyalty, but want to act disloyal to you and have other people view you secretly in a negative way, in a way to where the joke's on you. You'll be in a group of people and you'll notice them looking at each other. And when you look at them, they'll look away because they know that they're doing something dark and twisted and they have a connection and they know something that you don't. And they're leaving you out on purpose, purposefully. Okay, so don't get played out here and be left out purposefully on purpose. Okay, don't get discluded out here. Okay, don't get discluded out here. You want to be included out here. All right, you don't want to be tolerated. All right, don't go where you're tolerated. Okay, go where you're appreciated and accepted. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Shout out to the galactic family. All right, these people want you to care about them so bad. They want you to focus on them, and they want to be the center of attention to you and everybody else around you. But when you don't make them the center of attention, like maybe they were when they were a child, or maybe they were, but their grandma or somebody always made them the center of attention, or whoever, who knows, maybe in their neighborhood, people told them they were the best, or somebody inflated their ego. You have to be careful doing this to people without proper mental regulation, without them being able to regulate these thoughts properly. You can't just inflate somebody without having a balance, because somebody's going to walk around and then once their balloon is popped, once their ego is deflated, then somebody is going to have to suffer the fate of the consequences of the person and how they handle themselves. If this is a person who doesn't know how to handle how to take somebody being better than them, or somebody being liked more, or somebody being funnier, or somebody getting more attention. Okay, there's nothing wrong. But the thing is, like, there are certain people who just don't need attention like that. They'll just be out in public, just chilling, minding their own business, focusing on themselves. And for whatever odd reason, those are the people who get the most attention. When you focus on you, everyone else will too. And that's why you draw a lot of attention from the narcissist, because you're so focused on yourself, and they are a person that is so focused on the attention they get from everybody else. So you're focused on you, and they're the type of person that requires attention. So the fact that you're focused on you and they require attention, that's a bad mix. That's a mix. That's a combination for a situation. All right, that's a combination for a situation. All right, because when the two people mix, somebody's either going to give the person attention, or the narcissist is going to get upset because the person is so developed and so well endowed and so focused on themselves that they're not worried about the narcissist. Somebody's got to lose, and it's not going to be you. That's why I created this channel. That's why I make videos like this, so that way we can empower ourselves, and that way we could just be ourselves without having to come out of ourself or our energy and deal with anything that we don't want to deal with. We could just deal with it all in here. All right, as long as it don't get physical, we could just deal with it all in here mentally, and then these people could just go off and then go find somebody else, or they could just sit there and be upset, and we don't have to care because we're unbothered and unaffected by it. Okay, so I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. All right, keep not caring about these narcissists. Keep focusing on yourself. All right, and keep putting all that attention and that energy into you where it belongs. And if the narcissists don't like it, that's too bad. These are people who require attention from other people for no reason. All right, it's not like they're God or something. It's not like they're somebody important. They're important to themselves. Everybody is important, but you can't just expect other people to give you a certain level of importance in their life for no reason, just because you feel you are somebody. Everybody's supposed to feel that they're somebody, but you're not supposed to project that or push that onto somebody else. I'm somebody, worship me. Like, what in the world? That's how you know it's a disorder, because they got some disorder going on where it should be some order going on. So I pray that I pray that everybody gets order. I pray that I stay in order. I pray that my mind stays in order, because nobody got it all the way right or together, only through God. So that's why we stay prayed up. All right, so everybody stay prayed up, keep working on yourself, keep self-improving, keep putting God first, keep working on your mind, keep learning, keep researching, keep growing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Keep protecting your energy and keep defeating these narcs out here. All right, because it's spiritual warfare. All right, war for your mind, war for your soul, war for your spirit. Okay, they want you. All right, but they can't have you. All right, because they don't even deserve you. All right, so I'd like to thank you for watching this video again. Thank you for hitting that like button, share button, and subscribe button. Stay true to yourself, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Shout out to the chosen vessels and the galactic family. Drew Bout.